Hello everybody, I'm Mike Levin, and when last we met I showed you how to download and unarchive and run with a double click Levinux from the desktop of a Mac, Windows, or Ubuntu machine. But it was 3 separate instances and we lost a major opportunity to show you how you could essentially run Levinux as one instance across all your machines with the use of Dropbox. So I just downloaded Levinux and I double click it to unarchive it, and now I'm going to drop it into this folder I have set up called Code for Life, which I also have on the desktop of my Ubuntu machine and my Windows machine. So it propagated across all 3 locations. It's about 24 megabytes in its unarchived form, so you just saw 24 megabytes zip across the network. And I'll go into the folder and I'll double click to run it, tell it it's okay. And as you know from previous demos, on the first run it's going to hit the repository and pull down the Dropbear SSH server and the BusyBox HTTPD web server. There's Dropbear, there's the web server, a few other things it pulls down. And now, from other demos, you also know we go to localhost 8080. We'll see our documentation. Now I'm going to try and go to hello.txt. Oh, file not there, 404. So what we're going to do is we are going to, per previous tutorials, SSH to tc at localhost -p for port 2222. Our password is foo. We can do an ls. We can cd into htdocs. This is much like our Hello World tutorial when we edited index.html, but today I am going to, as super user, sudo vi hello.txt to create a new file. Not even HTML, it's just going to be TXT for the sake of a fast demo. You hit I for insert, hello, world, escape key, WQ, write and quit. Do a refresh. Hello world, yay! So the important thing now is we want to choose option 3 to shut down Levinux. And we don't want to do this too fast because you can create file conflict situations. Most of the time, I imagine you'll do this from multiple locations and not necessarily virtual machines like I'm doing where you can switch back and forth instantly. So you can see a bunch of files were updated in Dropbox. I go into the Levinux folder on Ubuntu. I double click Levinux on Linux and run it. Sometimes the resolution gets thrown off a bit on the QEMU version on Linux. I plan on fixing that with better binaries. Sometimes it ends up looking perfect, sometimes it ends up stretched a little bit vertical. But that is besides the point for this demo. What you want to watch for right now is we are not going to be hitting the repository. It's going to be running like a second run because all that first stuff was done over on the Mac. There you go. Pop right into the menu. I will load Google Chrome. Click into the address bar and go to localhost 8080 / hello.txt. Hello world, there it is. Persistence across platforms. It's like it's one copy of Levinux even though I went to another machine. So like on the Mac, I will choose option 3 to shut down. Allow it to shut down all the way. And for the sake of a complete demo, go over here to the PC. You'll see the files have been updated. I don't want to rush it because you can create file conflict situations, but that was definitely long enough. We saw our messages telling us so. So now we run Levinux on Windows. And I'll tell you more about Tiny Core Linux and the really creative way that they laid out Linux, but you'll see loading extensions, and you'll also see another step recovering from a backup. And there's the backup restore. This is a way to make a really robust, tiny version of Linux that is, for all intents and purposes, incorruptible, with only a few places that changes get stored. One of them happens to be the home directory, which is where we stored our Hello World file. And we will go to localhost 8080 / hello.txt. And there you have it. Hello World, persistence across 3 platforms, 1 copy of Levinux because it's on Dropbox. This is part of the whole Code for Life theme that I'm trying to introduce people to with Levinux. And again, I hope you enjoy Levinux, and I'll see you during the next demo. Thank you.